What's going on, guys? I am gonna record a video for this electrical estimator I made. Let's move me up here. And I'm just quoting this little job for a woman. I'm gonna quote just this part here. It's just some kitchen renovation work, and we'll see how it goes using ChatGPT. So we're gonna post my scope in here. This out of the way. All right. Replace existing gas range with a new. Would you like me to go up here? Yep. We need materials. Yes, please. So right away, I've given it a scope. It gives us a nice job description. It gives us a project ID just in case you need one. This is just a randomly generated number. And then it's asking about material. Do you want me to go find material for you? Yes, I do. And now it's going to ask me some clarifying questions so we make sure we get this correct. So cooktop wall oven prep. Do you know the amperage requirements for the new oven? Yes, I do. So new oven is 30 amps and I only need about 6 feet of wire. Okay. Is the unwired range plug 240 volt? Oh, yes. Yes, and on a 40 amp breaker. Okay, well, we need to provide a new circuit for the wall over. We're gonna reuse the existing wire that is just needs to be hardwired. I just did a video call with this woman. That's how I know the info. Do we need to supply wire connectors for the appliance? Sure. Yes. Wire connectors. Larger brands. If I was spelling that correctly. Microwave speed oven circuit. Do you know the exact location of the circuit? Yes. Okay. Micro will be about 20 feet away. Upper upper cabinetry and yes, standard 20 amp outlet. Okay, next one, strip lighting cabinets. Actually, remove strip lighting from quote. I've quoted it separately. Okay. And then island wiring, just a simple BX wired to the island, no material needed for this portion. Just 1 hour later. Okay. And sub panel, there's no preferred brand of panel. And you can see I'm just answering these clarifying questions, so I'm helping it go get the material. Will the sub panel be surface mounted? It will be surface mounted. So you can kind of just talk as you would to anyone to this thing. Do we need to install new breakers? New breakers for the microwave. Okay. plus 30 and breaker for the oh, okay. Okay, so we've clarified the questions about the scope. This is all stuff I've sort of programmed into the back end. I've asked it to ask me clarifying questions. So boom, we answered that. It should make a list here. You can double check the list. So I'm just going to scan it to see if there's any outliers. 6 feet, 10 3. Yep, sure. Uh, Double full. Yep. Yep. Sounds good. Good enough. Good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just coming up with a price right now. 20 feet of 12 to NMD 90. Okay, yep, that's for that. We got a break for that. We got that. We got a box and we got a plate. Okay, we got everything we need there. Sub panel, tiny little sub panel, one breaker. Mm, Throwing in one extra breaker. I'm gonna just leave it. I think it's fine. We're just coming up with a price. Sure. Okay. Let me know if you'd like me to make any revisions or additions to this material list. If you're good with it, would you like me to move on to the calculation protocol? Yes, move on. Okay. And so it's asking me some more questions. Some of these I've sort of programmed it to ask me these. So you can tell it's just walking us through an electrical estimate step by step, essentially just doing it as if you would be writing it on a piece of paper. I don't know. It might be saving us a little bit of time, but it's definitely, at the very least, it's walking you through a structured a, a structured way of doing an electrical estimate, which is even in itself, that's pretty sweet. So, how many hours do you think this job will take? Um, let's you decide the hours. See what it comes up with. How many hours for picking up material? We'll say 2 hours. Material pick up. 2 hours project manager time just for scheduling, ordering material. Add add the 10%. That's for PST and Visa. Everyone pays us by Visa. Is there anything special? Nothing special. Nothing special. Preferred store for material. Um, Home Depot. It's fine. We'll actually shop at the wholesaler. Not that the prices are that much different. And what gross margin? Let's say 50% gross margin. So this is where it's probably going to find material. So it's searching the internet now. It's searching homedepot.ca, basically. Price looks pretty normal, I think. It's kind of a small little kitchen job. 8 hours. So it's telling me it's a guy for a day, which is pretty much in the realm. I'm not going to argue that. All materials from Home Depot, 50% gross margin. Would you like me to move on to the final? Yes, please. You could customize those last steps. If you had other things you wanted to count for, maybe drive time is a big deal in your area. Who knows what else? Maybe, yeah, weather conditions in your area. I don't know. You can customize it. You can tell Chat GPT to ask you whatever you like or clarify anything you like. This is just how I quote normally, so I've written in the backside of it. That this is how I want to be quoting these electrical jobs. So taking its time today. Pause the video while it's thinking. All right. It was struggling for some reason. Anyways, all done. Your client ready estimate is ready to go. So let's have a look. Oh, it even makes us a little estimate. I'm not going to use this at all though, but there's the scope of work I gave it. Um, Includes electrical material, labor, materials, all prep necessary to support the new appliances. Boom, plus GST. Now, that's great. That's cool if you needed that. I would like, can you give me a breakdown of the quote costs plus give me a list of the materials and where you got them with prices, right? It's a little bit more valuable. ChatGPT is struggling today. I've been noticing it's struggling a lot lately, actually. I'm sure it's getting more popular. Here we go. Um, Something for you guys to know. I've given it my cost of labor on the back end. So I just put in the cost of my labor is 55. It's probably more like 50, something like that, but I made it a little more just because you want to cover yourself. So um, yeah, it's given us 8 hours with two to pick up and two for us to just manage the job, which I think is reasonable. And then here's our material. Um, and so you might want to scan this, just make sure you're not just getting anything crazy here. This. Hmm. I am going to ask it to clarify something here. Can you add links to the material on a website? So this, everything looks fine except for this sub panel, $45 for a sub panel. I'm questioning that price. And so, yeah, here, I've just added a little thing here. Can you give me a link? And so maybe it's going to prove me wrong. Let's, okay, HomeDepot.ca. And let's see, it's giving me sort of a general link. It's not giving me an actual. This is where you just got to watch it a little bit. Load center. Just see, okay, sure. There's one for $84. One for 54 bucks. Okay. So there is one for 50 bucks. I like that one. It's small, 110. There's small, 67. It'd be nice if it gave you the link to the actual product, but I'm not going to look through here. I'm seeing some at least in the realm. And so we're going to go back. Now, how do I get out of this view? Boom. Okay. So I think we're done. I think we're done the quote at this point. It looks within the realm. I'm not going to argue with it too much. Um, it's given us a nice quote, and now we can go use this on my main quote. Maybe I add $100 because I don't trust that. Because I don't trust the subpanel price. And I'm back in Java here. So anyways, that's how you use the electrical estimator. Oh, and I'll show you just a little bit. I could go more in detailed on this on another video, but this is a custom GPT on ChatGPT. And so these are all custom GPTs that I've sort of made or that I use. And I can go here, I can go edit GPT, and this is kind of all the background. This is like kind of the programming, except for I don't know how to program. Um, I've given it some pricing. It's allowed to search the web. So I've sort of told it what it can do. Um, I've given it a role. I'll make a whole video how I did this. I honestly just copied a YouTuber on how to do it. But yeah, this GPT will act as an electrical estimator with years of experience. And I've basically walked it through every little thing that I want it to do. And you can keep tinkering away on this and it'll get better and better or more custom to you. So anyways, that's the electrical estimator on ChatGPT. If anyone wants this link, I'm happy to share it. See ya.